What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today. And boy, was I not ready for the news today with the team. It looks like the Eagles traded Jordan Matthews to the Bills for a cornerback named Ronald Darby. I don't even know who that is because I haven't really been paying attention to the Bills much. And then we also got a 2018 third-round pick, which is not bad value, but I don't know. I looked up this Ronald Darby, and he's been on the Bills for 2 years now, it says. He was drafted in 2018 in the second, or 2015, sorry, in the second round. And he only has like 2 interceptions, and I don't know, guys. I feel like this was a mistake, honestly. Similar to what happened with Eric Rowe I think that was last offseason that they traded Eric Rowe, and then he went and won the Super Bowl. I'm not saying the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, but basically last year we traded Eric Rowe when we thought we didn't need cornerbacks, and then voila, we needed quarterbacks. The reason I think this is a mistake, though, is because I think Jordan Matthews had earned his place here in Philadelphia. He was drafted by Chip Kelly. He played with, I'm trying to remember. No, he was drafted with Chip Kelly right after they traded Deshaun Jackson. So he was the receiver that kind of needed to step up. His first year, it was him and like Jeremy Maclin. And I remember he was really good when you had him next to a receiver. So I was looking forward to this year having him with like Alshon Jeffrey. And what really just pisses me off, guys, I'm sorry, I know I try to be like more positive on here, but the fact that Nelson Scrub Aguilar is still on this team and they trade Jordan Matthews. Now, I understand that Matthews was coming up on his payday this coming off season, and they're not going to have to pay Aguilar, but Nelson Aguilar sucks, guys. I watched the freaking preseason game yesterday, and he dropped another one. Jordan Matthews converted like 2 first downs where Aguilar just dropped another 2-point conversion. Like, this guy is a mental case, guys. I'm telling you, keeping Aguilar on this team, I feel like this is going to be a mistake. It's too early to tell if getting this Ronald Darby was a mistake for Jordan Matthews because we do need cornerback, but at the same time, you just built your receiving core back up. That was our weakness last year. And now they're starting to feel like just because we got a couple veterans in here that now you guys like Jordan Matthews are exposable. Jordan Matthews has been a cornerstone on this team since damn near 2014. He's been like, he's just been not the best. I'm not going to say he's like a Deshaun Jackson or like a Alshon Jeffrey when it comes to like how explosive he can be, but he was just a solid slot guy. Guys, I mean, Jordan Matthews was pretty consistent. I mean, he had some drops every now and then, but nothing like Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar, it's like, oh, in training camp, he's amazing. And I wasn't buying it, okay? As soon as I saw him drop that ball yesterday, I was like, this is just typical Aguilar. He's a mental case. The guy can't go out on the field and actually live up to his potential. He doesn't have this. We always say football, they need this before their physical attributes can take hold, and Aguilar doesn't have that, and he's been a case study for a while now, and it's been a couple years. If he doesn't perform after this year, even in preseason, I was saying they should drop him, but instead they trade Jordan Matthews, guys. This is really weird. I think that this is a mistake. The more I think about it, I mean, I know we needed cornerback, but like, it's not worth giving up one of your homegrown. That's another thing too. Matthews was never traded. He was drafted. He was homegrown. He knew this. He knew Philadelphia, and they just trade him away because they don't want to pay him. That's what I'm thinking. Is they don't want to pay him. So yeah, it's too early to tell if this really is going to be a mistake. But I just have a bad feeling about this one, guys. It was like when we traded Eric Rowe last year. I just had a bad feeling about that trade, and it didn't turn out too well for us. Eric Rowe went on and won a Super Bowl with the Patriots, and we struggled at cornerback last year. So just think about that, guys. We have wide receivers right now, but what happens if, like, God forbid, like Alshon Jeffrey gets injured? Torrey Smith is good, but I think he was, like, only a little bit better than Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews is not as bad as people were, like, saying he was. And then, yeah, you have the new guys like Mac Hollins, which he looks pretty good. But it's like, after that, like, what do we got, man? Donnell Pumphrey did not look very good yesterday. He's more of like a running back, but I heard they're going to use him as like a receiver on special occasions. We have all these rookies, man, and Jordan Matthews was one of the few guys that was like a veteran on the wide receiver. And also, Carson Wentz and him had like a connection, man. Last year, he was going to him a lot. Even in preseason, you saw it. Like, what the heck are they thinking in Philadelphia? I'm so tired of this revolving door mentality with this team, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta go on a little bit of a rant here, because it's like as soon as momentum builds up with this team, and it's been happening ever since Chip Kelly came to town, they just start releasing guys. Like it happened with Deshaun Jackson. All of a sudden, he just went. And then Shady McCoy traded to the Bills, and it's always the Bills, man. We can't get away from the Bills. Got to get every player from the Bills. Got to make every trade with the Bills. Like, I don't understand what the deal with that is. I understand they probably have chemistry, but it's like, why don't you look elsewhere for talent? The Bills have not really won anything. They're not a winning team. And neither are the Eagles if they don't get their crap together. We have Carson Wentz, which is very encouraging. But you keep switching things on him and taking away one of his best wide receivers. I mean, I can't believe it. The more I think about this, it's just not good. And this is Ronald Darby. He's on the hot seat now, guys. If he doesn't perform this year, this is going to look horrible on Howie. Howie is already on the hot seat, where if he has a couple more failures, I'd say even one more big failure, he's out the door, guys. He's had more than enough opportunity to turn this team around, and I'm calling it the revolving door of Philadelphia. They just don't know how to keep homegrown talent. This team is like always trying to be the dream team. I mean, we got a bunch of one-year deals too, guys. So next year, we're not even going to have most of these guys because there's no way we're going to be able to pay all of them. So we'll be back to square one. We might keep Alshon Jeffrey. Now that's granted that he actually performs this year and he's worth keeping. Torrey Smith, I think he's on another one-year deal. He'll probably go. We just don't know, guys. So getting rid of Jordan Matthews was just, it's a mistake. The more I think about it, I can't get over this fact. So, we got Nelson Aguilar too, guys. Remember, that could happen again. Get ready for that. I could be wrong, and Nelson Aguilar could have just had a bad play yesterday, but I'm sorry. I saw him all last year, and he was a mental case. He dropped so many balls. Carson Wentz was giving him gifts, and he was just dropping them. Jordan Matthews does not drop balls like that. He drops balls, but it's like him and Carson Wentz had this chemistry that I was seeing developing, and I liked it. It was like what was happening with him and Sam Bradford for a little while. So yeah, guys, this video has gone on long enough. Not really a good way to start my day, I'll be honest. What do you guys think about this? Are you happy with this? I know there's a lot of Philadelphia fans that are not high on Jordan Matthews and never were. They all say he was a Chip Kelly guy, which he was, but he was one of the few Chip Kelly guys I think that was panning out. Or are you like me? Are you kind of a little sad now that Carson Wentz and him can't keep developing this chemistry that they had? And if anyone knows why we keep trading with the Bills, please comment down below. Like I said, I don't understand this like Bills trading. It's been happening ever since like Shady McCoy with Kiko Alonso. Like every year it seems we trade with them at least once or twice. It's just ridiculous. And I know a lot of that has to do with Jim Schwartz as well, but it's like, come on. This is just like Trade with another team. There's more talent out there. Anyway, guys, this has been Jigsaw0097 here, and I will talk to you all later.